never lay a hand. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. She mentally like kind of ruined him. He has really bad anxiety because of her.
Yeah.
So like, if she were to show up to one of the raids and not be there, like, I would have to be locked into the car just to keep her laying hands on her.
No.
Like, you saw that post
Yes.
about the hand being painted red and stuff. I mean, like, that's gonna be my hand if I come across somebody.
That is why I asked, who did you murder? Because I thought it was your hand. All I saw, well, okay, so I'm gonna be real. All I saw was that, like, that hand and red. I'm like, the fuck? And I saw your name, that hand in red, and I'm like, okay, who did you kill?
I'm just like, nobody yet.
Oh my god. Have you seen the Brian Banks movie?
No.
Okay, so basically, Brian Banks this is a real person. This movie is based on a real person. But Brian Banks, when he was 16, he was at his high school, and you know how some high schools have like secret hallways where people go to make out. You all know where that is.
The hole in the wall.
Yeah, basically. So he went down there with a girl, Lakeisha or Lanisha, something like that. He went down there with her, and they were kissing. And then they heard somebody, because they went past like classrooms. And so he heard somebody, and it was like, oh, we're going to split up. We're going to go one way, and you going to go the other. And she lied on him and said that he raped her. And that, and he ended up going to prison for it because she lied. And they got 1.5 mil for it. So when you were telling me about that, I'm like, ooh, she trying to Brian Banks for some reason. Like, ooh.
Like, this bitch. Like, threw a fucking chair at him, okay?
Wait, hold the fucking hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck. She threw a chair. A whole ass chair. Got in her mind to pick up a whole ass chair and just throw it at
now, I don't know if it was
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
But like, when I heard that, my mind like, Mama Bear and that
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering
Yeah, right. There have been times where I'm just like, look, can I just summon my friends real quick, like Pokemon, and be like, hey, listen, I need you to go get that one. Ooh, that one. Over there.
Like, I kept wanting to make myself be something I heard,
I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. But then you come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, better best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them got them chakras
and changed my name on Pokemon Go to Adderwifey. And
beautiful.
And then
best to keep it neutral. Got
I
my own
changed my nickname in the
brainwash. Gotta make your own decision.
To Adderwifey, like my in-game name
coming for the top position. Ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top.
I was like, let's see
All
what
that lane switching. This is what the game is.
Well.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any
one of the gyms that hers was in, and I'm like, I'm gonna let it be known. I'm just gonna show her, hey, I'm here. I ain't going anywhere. Like, okay.
I'm gonna put it to you.
You either change teams.
I want you to be our starting quarterback.
Or get the fuck
and I'm
out.
talking from day one.
Like, find somewhere else.
You work hard.
Because we were
you
here
focus.
first.
And you commit.
See, but that's the thing.
You're not only going to graduate
This
here with a
No.
4-year degree,
This is the thing that I don't get. Like,
we're going to win a national championship together.
did no one do a background check on this chick before anything happened? Did no one decide to be like, hey, like, is there not like a prerequisite to join the group?
No.
So you just like show up and like, all right.
Like the only rule we have is like be kind to one another. Like if a different team from the group is in a gym, they have to be there at least 8 hours before you kick them.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting here like, bruh.
That both sounds really. I get it, believe me. But at this point, I'm just like, yeah, y'all need prerequisites because this is how this shit happens.
Like for some of us, I'm in a group. Like you remember the Zach Vernon shit that went down a while back?
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay, so we have in our group the memes for him and all that.
Yes.
We have prerequisites where you have to agree to the terms, and of course we have to look and check their how long they have been part of Facebook.
Right.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, several times I noticed like some of them don't say I agree, I understand, and like some had just created a new Facebook profile and it's a name like I don't understand or never seen before, and I'm like, nah, I don't trust you. You could be a bot, you could be Zach under a new profile.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm. This is why groups need prerequisites. Because, yeah, this makes sense. It just does. It just really does. Because other than that, it's just like anybody can join, and I get the inclusivity of it. That's fine, but. Yikes.
Shit, what time was raid hour? Like, one of our he's in the group. He just asked, is anyone doing raid hour? And I only got it to where I replied to him. Hang on, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. So I only replied to him, like, you know how you can swipe a certain way and make it to where you can only reply to somebody?
Yeah.
In a group chat. So, like, I swiped on his message and replied to him saying, can't, gotta work. And, of course, they're gonna see it, but I'm gonna be like, I don't give a shit. I'm just sitting here like, I'm gonna be petty in my own special way without, like, showing it.
But are you gonna be petty? Puns?
Like,
petty? Or there's levels to
petty
pettiness
puns.
that I'm calling it. Like, pun petty? Regular petty? Or Carol Baskin petty? 'Cause that's a whole different side of petty.
Ooh.
Carol Baskin
I don't want to
petty
be
is-
Carol. I don't want to be Carol Baskin petty.
So petty puns?
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, flip. Where was it? Oh, yeah, pump. Okay, so yeah.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my
Oh,
O-line.
Lord.
Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible.
It's been crazy, man.
That.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way.
Like, I can't.
It's because of them that I have the opportunity to play. I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way.
I want to tell
It's
Matthew,
because of
like,
them that I have
hey,
the opportunity
let's
to
just
play
not
at
make
the
a
next
big deal out of it. We can show up at the raids. Don't even have to
I want to
get
take
up
a
out
moment
of
to
the
thank
car.
all the coaches who helped me along
And
the
if
way.
they try to come and say
because of them
something,
that I have
let
the
me be the
opportunity
first to get out.
to
And
play
if
at
a
the next
hit
level.
gets thrown,
I want
let
to take
me
a moment
finish
to
the
thank all the
fight.
coaches who helped me along the way.
Right.
It's because of them that I have the opportunity to play at the
Hey.
next level.
I need, let's see, 24 on 5.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom.
All right.
Mind telling me where you're gonna be signing?
But like, as if I wasn't dealing with enough already. Like, let's see.
Well,
My
I know
car
you'll
is
make the
done
right
for.
choice.
I'm having to
And if
use
you
a
need
rental,
any
in which
advice,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
always here.
I kid you not. This rental, though, I'm getting
Okay,
attached
cool.
to, and I gotta return it
Thanks,
tomorrow.
man.
Oh.
Yeah, anytime. Actually,
No
I've
thanks.
been meaning to run into you.
Yeah, and it's a Mazda,
Hello?
and like it's a 2020 Mazda 6.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Like it has a sports car.
Okay,
It's got a sports function. Like while you're driving, you can activate it, and this engine purrs. Like, whoo, it is beautiful.
That's
In the trunk
hilarious.
space, I checked the trunk space because I'm like, hey, I may go get groceries in this baby. And oh my word, it's got better trunk space than anything. I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
beautiful.
I was happy.
That is beautiful. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think that 2020 has just been petty.
You mean 2020?
Yeah, 2020 has been petty. That's all I
Wait,
can
you
say.
had it right. Never mind. 2000. You had it right. 2020. I'm sorry.
Yeah, same
With this
thing.
I'm
team
tired.
starting
I-
quarterback out, they're
This
turning
is-
to a kid who's
This
never
has been
taken a
petty
snap
the year.
in
Let's
college.
just be
Not
real.
one.
Look,
This
their
has
game
been
plan
petty
isn't
the
complicated.
year
Drop back,
because
stay in the field,
yeah,
and throw
no.
it to Isaiah.
Kobe Bryant
That's what
has,
got them to the college football playoff,
um,
and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Killer
Drop
Bees.
back, scan, and throw. We're not
Other
sure the new kid can do any of these
celebrities
things.
No.
It's a little
We're
hard
calling
for
him
him. 4
basking
years ago, he was a
bees.
five-star
Doesn't
Yes.
say something right there.
Oh,
What
and
happened?
apparently. Oh, so did you hear
Coach, you want to see me?
that?
Come in.
Did you?
I want you to
hear
be the first to know that Marcus Washington
that the
decommitted last
Cheeto in
night.
charge is now trying
And he's
to
coming here.
charge
There we
people
go.
with
Did I hear what?
That the
What?
Cheeto in charge is now trying to charge people with a 10-year prison sentence.
That doesn't make any sense.
And
You said I was going to be the starter.
$10,000.
He's the number one
fine, I
recruit in
think,
the country,
for
son.
taking down
There's no
Confederate
guarantees in college
statues.
football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere.
What?
Bring him in.
Yup.
I'll win the job. You'll see.
Yup. That has literally been the thing. It's been coming out that he wants to
If you're the coach, how
slap
do
you
you
with
let
a
five-star talent
$10,000
waste away
fine
on the
if
bench
like
for
it's
this long?
Confederate statues are
Better
vandalized.
question is, if you're a young, five-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Guys,
Because he's got something to
in case you
prove.
didn't
To
know,
who?
I'm a
To their
black
coaching
man.
staff, man.
So,
The same group of
anything
guys
with the
who spent
removal of
last
the
4 years telling them
Confederacy,
you're
I'm
not good
okay
enough.
with.
Prove it to those guys.
Like, so much to the point that,
I take
yeah,
this.
I don't care what happens to them. Just in case y'all were wondering.
Dude, oh
All right,
my
gentlemen,
god.
like Coach
It
and I
only
always
takes
say,
$22 to fill up this
second
car.
you step
Oh.
off this bus,
Oh.
you're on a business trip.
I'm in love with that
We got a
car
lot
and
of
I
work
don't
to
even
do,
have it.
so let's get to it.
God.
I was able to like, let's see, on one full tank, I made so many like trips between here and Alabaster and Pelham. Like, we had to go yesterday. Hang on.
Ah.
Hook you up to the car audio.
Oh, that's fancy.
This sucker
Car.
has motherfucking.
Oh, you asked me, you're the guy to get it done.
You can plug your phone into it. And it's got Apple Car.
Hey,
That's
JoJo.
beautiful.
Lose weight.
Apple
I did.
CarPlay. That's what it is. Anyway,
Glad you noticed. Hey, boy,
Beautiful.
Game day, baby, game day.
get in there.
That's
Whoa,
And I'm-
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
over here like,
The
yo,
event staff
what?
is
What do you mean
around the
Apple
corner, you
CarPlay? Wait,
see.
hang on, let
Hey,
me tell you
babe,
that.
go on in there. This
That's
is for
beautiful.
players and coaches only.
That I'm wow.
I'm here to play
Can you hear me?
Florida.
What?
But yeah,
The
now I can.
Gators. Yeah.
Okay,
You?
so,
Okay.
what's
What's your name?
Oh yeah, so this sucker, you can plug up your Apple phone to it via USB, and it's fucking great. Like,
That's beautiful.
it's badass in its own way. It's able to pull up like Apple Maps for GPS or Waze, in which I prefer Waze because it gives us live traffic updates. Oh snap! And I get the miles on the gas, like it tells you how many miles you got left in the tank. So after filling it up, I have 391 miles.
Yeah. It's like a trip from here.
I don't know who you are, but
from where I am.
Go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
So
Yeah.
I'm happy because like that is so much better. That is 100 more miles than my car.
You're the quarterback, right?
So, question.
Don't look so surprised.
So,
it's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool.
So,
nice to meet you.
Do
you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Randomly I'm just going to record them. Right? So, we all know your situation tonight. But we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Well, just be back, like Monday morning and be like, hey,
I'm one of those guys who
why weren't you here? And it's like, well,
even when the pockets are lapsing, I can buy
oh my
time
God,
and push
you
the ball
okay?
downfield.
Yeah, we're fine. He just let us know. Just took us to a beach. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Like,
now,
literally.
How about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
I don't know. I'm just like, I've never missed
were you intense, you were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
How I feel. Like yesterday,
you know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way. So
horrid migraine.
people would joke that I was like a mini me of a coach.
Okay. Like, look.
Yo, Taylor.
Y'all take it easy on me today. I have a migraine. Oh yeah. Like, well. Do you want to
You're a Heisman voter, right?
go home and rest? I mean, you've been working
I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Day off.
Oh,
like, I know you get your days off and everything, but like, you still want to work. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's how committed I am. But
ready, right?
I mean, no, I don't need to go home. I'll be fine. And they're just like,
championship means
they're
everything
just
to me.
like, Destiny,
I made a promise
you
to
need
my
to
brother.
take a break. And I'm like, no,
Since I can't throw the ball
I need
myself,
money.
we need to be on the same page.
That's sad, but accurate as fuck.
Paycheck.
That's sad, but accurate as fuck. That is sad, but accurate.
Yesterday, I worked from 4 to 10, and they were like, I was helping out with customer service, and they were like, hey, you need to go ahead and go take your 15, or you should go ahead and let Cameron take her 15. I'm like, go ahead and let Cameron take 15, because like it's chaotic up here, and I'm gonna help in every way I can. Damn. So they're like, okay. So because of that, I didn't take my 15. I didn't eat. And it wasn't until like after we closed that I ate like a handful of peanut M&Ms that I dug out of the freezer that I had left there.
Right.
So, and then everyone that closed with us came up to clock out and was ready to go. And they see me eating like handful after handful out of this big bag of peanut M&Ms. And they're looking at me weird. And I'm like, look, I've been eating all day. I'm tired, and Mama wants her sugar, so don't judge me. And they're just like, wait, that's a lot of sugar. And I'm like, and do I give a shit? And one of the guys who works over in lumber just looks at me, and he's like, aren't you going to gain weight from that? And I'm like, I have 4 kids. Does it look like I'm going to gain weight? He's like... He just looks at me shocked, like, you had 4? I'm like, where the fuck have you been? We covered that when I first started here. And dude's just like shook. He's just like, oh, I don't remember that. I'm sorry. And I'm like, and I thought I had a bad time remembering things. And he's just standing there just like,
ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
It's like, I don't know what to say. I have no idea. What do I do here?
Go! 18 Gator! Ready?
Like, what do you say? You got nothing.
Right.
You got nothing. And at this point, I've got nothing.
I'm just like, nah.
Like,
I'm so
tired. Ready?
At this point, like, I often think of like what I would do on a job, and this is why, like, I would have to work somewhere where. See, but you know.
I'll tell you what. One thing that I hated though, like, when was it? Tuesday?
30 base.
I think it was Monday. Wait, what's today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Okay, so it was Monday when we went and got the rental car. Because, as we found out, you know, the Scion was done. So, we leave early enough to go to Outmaster to go to Enterprise and get me a rental car to use till Thursday to get back and forth to work. Well, so we go, pick it up, you know, I'm like trying to adjust to this car. That was the first time I got in it, and I didn't know how to adjust the seats or anything. Everything is like so high-tech. And this sucker, like, if you get too far off into the shoulder of the interstate, it helps correct you. Like, it buzzes the steering wheel and tells you, hey, you're getting too far to the left, let me help you.
Nice.
And then if you're in, like, cruise control or something, it, you got it set to a certain speed, it's got these sensors in the front to tell you if you're getting too close to a vehicle, and it slows you down. So it helps keep that distance. And I'm like, yo, that's badass.
That's beautiful.
And then there's like the automatic sensors and the wipers for the rain.
60 out,
like when it starts raining, the wipers sense it and it starts off. Like how much the rain is pouring and whatnot. Like, is it intermediate? Is it a pour down? So it automatically adjusts that. And then, oh golly, the high beams, like the brights on the car, like I use mine at night whenever I'm going down our road.
Do that tonight,
and it gets super dark. I use the high beam. These suckers, I have the headlights set to automatic, and I put the high beams on, and the high beams are automatic. So if it sees a car coming from the other side of the road, or if I'm coming up to one, the high beams deactivate on their own until there's nobody in front.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
Every freaking vehicle needs
What do you
this.
think? Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do that.
Well, at some point,
inevitably.
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this is like high school ball, man. Or this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us.
The hobbies.
Come on, this is crazy,
well,
right?
I left work Monday evening,
right?
Thinking I was going to have a good
Agreed.
drive.
Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for
nice,
this.
Calm night,
Forget
calm
about
enough,
him,
no
man.
traffic. I get to like learn everything on the vehicle.
Listen,
I was so
I don't care how
wrong.
much you played. You're a leader on this team.
As soon as I got on the interstate,
Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's
came the
right,
downpour.
even if they don't
When
like
I say
it.
downpour, I mean I could not see the
Got it,
freaking
Coach.
interstate.
I got you.
Yeah?
I struggled so hard to see the road.
Oof.
And I'm like, oh God, what the fuck do I do? I don't want to wreck. Like, I cannot wreck this vehicle. I cannot take any risks. Like, what the fuck do I do? Well, I finally get to a point where I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna go stay at 60. I'm not gonna go 70. I'm gonna put my caution lights on. I got the wipers going as high as I can get them, as fast as I can get them, whatever.
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Oregon Ducks.
And I look down on the dashboard, and it's just showing me that I just need to correct my lane. Like,
What's up, bro?
I'm going off to the
Good luck
shoulder,
tonight.
and I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on
The
the show.
heavy rain didn't even stop
Thanks.
until like
He's alive.
after I passed
All right,
Mira.
man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
And
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hate driving in the rain from now on.
That's the one thing I'm nervous about.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The mental abuse that I've dealt with him was not that great. It wasn't. Really wasn't.
A big test ahead. His first collegiate snap coming right now as the Ducks have it 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And his throw here is incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. King now. Going to throw again. Rolling to his left. Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense. For this, really, when you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came in as a true freshman to lead this team. He's 3rd all-time in passing yards in school history, 2nd in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts, how the speed really picks up in this game, and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles, that's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hits the QB, even in the spring game.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive.
2020.
2020, he's so fucking long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Looking to throw. King. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their open drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. King throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches when they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
On 2nd down, it's Jennings, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Why couldn't we do anything like this when our generation was a thing? But then I was like, oh, wait.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden, it just stalled out.
I didn't understand.
So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. He's got him in. Complete. Yeah, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It wasn't as easy to use.
30 yards, 29 officially. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden, he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop through.
He was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I was doing...
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
This guy comes up and he brings like a bunch of these 2x4x10s.
Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
So I'm like, hang on. Let me consult with the great big book of everything with everything inside.
Right.
And the dude got the joke. He actually understood.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw.
King. But it was like one of the morning shows that came out with PB and
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It was a show called Stamp.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Everything inside.
Looking to throw.
And
King.
so
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game. And both.
Third generation, I get it. But I uploaded it. Well, Shonda comes around the corner and she hears the audio.
Unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Show Stanley.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Reddick sends to
She's
throw.
like, oh my God.
Complete. Smith has it.
Oh my God. And I'm like, yeah.
Why?
That hit different, didn't it? And she's like, oh, she's still standing there. Oh,
and on
my
3rd down, a
God.
nickel formation here defensively.
And I'm just like, yeah. It hit me too. Don't worry.
Now Reddick.
I'm like, hey.
Oh, by the way, because I have a company with like music production, and also, hey guys, check out Fun Store. But anyways, also now that I have a company and stuff for things, I will require that my staff show up to work
The Gators
in
now with a first and 10.
Outfits. Like, if you don't, I will be sad.
They'll run with Clements. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
As your boss, you must show to work in Taco.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Clements. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Some of the people who work in the back in Lumber who think, you know, they're total rednecks or something.
2 minutes gone.
They'll come up.
Quarter.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you think they're gonna.
On 3rd down, Jennings. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner.
You know, I wear a Ruby shirt before, and he went, hey, Ruby, I love Rooster Teeth. I mean, I'm not fan of Ruby, but hey, Rooster Teeth's cool. I like our RVB in this, and I'm like, yo.
Here's Reddick.
I didn't know that.
It's caught. Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think one of the best times I've ever had conversating with staff at a job was at the Steak and Shake right next to the racist Jim and Nick's on Warner Road.
This will be a carry for Clements. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Every one of the staff
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short game.
Anime loving, movie watching, video game playing. One of them, in fact, had a keychain with a Dragon Ball on it.
You're supposed to cover and not be deterred by anything else.
That Steak and Shake actually got.
Wait, no, what?
And he'll be down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Why?
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line.
Why?
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
The Gators now with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure.
That makes me sad. Actually.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Wow.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down.
Like from my mom. That was popular.
Last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing back to the 15. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hanging out with friends, 3 in the morning, Taco Bell
the
parking lot.
drive-ins in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room,
hanging out with
barring
friends,
something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and feel really good about going in and regrouping. Maybe they are out in front.
He's one of the management. He yesterday he was walking in, and I'm helping organize internet, like online orders. And he comes in, hey Dusty, and I said hi. He said, now I am not. If I'd have walked in with a bag of Taco Bell, then I would be. And I'm like, wait, what? I was like, hold up, wait. And I had to process that because I didn't think of it.
Ready for the next possession. Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is hilarious.
I was just like, bruh. Like, I don't even do that, but, I mean, you're cool.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kid. Just want to check in with you.
Y'all want to know how to make
first half.
Y'all want to make a
Hey, let's do it in the second half, baby. Come on.
Y'all want to make Riz.
I definitely could have played
happy
better.
Riz.
Got another half to go. Just gotta
So
get back
change the
and get on
name.
the same page as these guys.
Oh wait, I got an idea.
Get back out and get
Okay.
Change the name
Right,
from
that's all you can do.
Ritz
Make sure you
Crackers to
relax.
Ritz Crackers.
Second half, it's gonna be fun.
No, that might actually upset some people.
Oh.
Might actually, because people didn't realize that Aunt Jemima wasn't racist.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home
wait,
as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup from Arlington.
No.
In the end zone. And he won't return
I'm making
this
a
one. He'll
joke
go
about
down
the
to a
guy
knee,
who
and they'll
tried
start
to argue
at
with
the
me over the
25.
fact that Aunt Jemima was not racist.
Oh, the dairy.
Yeah.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
That day was
And this is
good.
where
There
I
was that,
enjoy
and then
talking
there was
about
like
one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
If you're a
We
fan
saw
of
this a lot in the
Frederick
first
Cheetah,
half, and it continues. These receivers just
Even
not
if
able to
you
get much
are,
separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50
can you at
balls.
least
They've got
admit
to go
that
up
half
with
the shit that comes out of his mouth is horseshit?
start coming down with them.
Can you at
This
least
time,
admit that?
contact and another
For
incomplete
real.
pass. And
Like,
he's going to have the
even if
first
you're a
down.
fan of the
Gets to
person.
the 35.
I'm telling you, that's
Give him 6 yards in the first down. 1st and 10, Florida.
It's because at this point it's not even about whether you support him or not. It's not even that. I don't care if you support him. That's your choice. Your right, whatever. Fine.
I often laugh and
Just
sometimes
realize
call it just
that the
straight
shit
ahead
comes out his
pursuit.
mouth.
What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Didn't give
The
anybody a
fact that he
chance to get up
said,
there and
and
stop
I
it.
quote,
No, I mean, that's really,
I'm
really
a
difficult. You're
juicy
asking a whole
fan
lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a
because no
start
one
and
had
comes
ever
through
heard of him.
clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
Exactly.
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Shit.
A big play
Exactly.
there, catch and run, and even 50 yards.
I don't know.
They're still looking for the first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of
What year
approval.
did it
It's a
happen?
welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like, I know it was like
they came out of the locker room
1900
down.
something, but like, I can't remember. Shit.
On the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you, the
Damn,
defensive side of the
freaking
ball
out
got
so bad.
super
But,
emotional.
like-
They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they have to be quite as precise.
I can't
and it
expect
paid off for
too
them on that
much
play, didn't
when
it?
Sure
from a
did.
person who says
Excellent
there were
play.
people on
Really
both
setting the
sides
tone for this third quarter.
of something to fill
Now
not
left
really
side, a
people on both
completion to his
sides of.
tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you
You
guys, we
have
need
to-
more
you
than
have
one
to at
tackler
this
to the
point
ball. He broke
at
the
least,
first tackle, roughly enough. There were more people there to get him down.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like,
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
it's like, come
And
on,
they're
bro.
going to get him down
Like,
shy of the first at about the 13-yard
not-
line. It's a gain of 7.
Can we just
and
not
bring up
move?
4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defense.
But at the same time, I'm just like, okay, if I would say half this shit, if you tell me that I was a smart person, and that would be dumb as shit.
One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's King throwing on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
You know, just think about it.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the move to his left. There's this out for Streets, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down, and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away. Wide open receiver complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it. This many times on 4th down, I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Right? This is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Poured it in there, and she said, "Here, this is everything."
That good for 21
She tried to. She said, "Oh, I like this better."
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll run it now out of the
I don't think this is out.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They were like, "You're being thirsty. You need to drink you something and not alcohol because you're saying stupid shit." And I'm just sitting here like, "Oh shit, there's so many people that needs that."
Okay, Punt. If we ever go out partying, and I get to the point to where I'm like, you know what? I should have another drink. Tell me no.
Back now here on EA Sports.
I will pass you the
as we got the final
Gatorade.
quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Because, like, the last time I did that, it was a bad idea.
And that's going to be incomplete.
For one,
By the way, I gotta apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary.
I was like, hey,
extra paper. I mean, this is unusual for you. You run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And so I was like, okay.
Same story continues. Right. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero.
That was a furious son of a bitch. Damn.
I'm sorry. Like,
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they got it 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Fucking Alabaster.
After that sack, it's 2nd and 20. And the pressure gets to him again.
Hell no. They're going to
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
To throw is King. Throwing on 3rd and long.
As much as I love Oregon
Can't hang on to it.
Rating,
Almost
I do not
intercepted.
prefer the Garden
They would
Center,
have
but
loved the
it's
first
still-
pick of the game
like,
there,
yes,
but at
we
least
do
it
have to
does
shut
get them
down
to
the
4th
registers
down.
when it starts lightning, but
All right,
like,
they're going to
I
try
don't
and
want to
keep
be out
hope
there when
alive
that
here on
happens.
4th down.
I
They're
don't want to
going
be
for
the
it.
risk of being that lightning
Back to
rod.
throw.
So
King
I'm just
going
gonna be
for the
like,
deep ball.
let's choose our
And
weakest
it's
link.
knocked away and incomplete.
I'm just gonna look at
The
everybody and
4th
say,
down
okay,
pass
who's been
play
here the longest?
doesn't work out. And
So anyway, I'm sorry. As you were saying, Riz, I did not mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. I was just there.
the
and
Oregon Ducks' quest for national title will come to an
I
end
was
here
just- I was
tonight in
just
snowy
there,
Arlington.
and I was like, okay.
The loss of Marcus Washington, a
I'm
little
gonna-
too
I'm
much to
gonna go
overcome
ahead
in this national
and, like,
semifinal.
drink one more. And RJ was like, no, you shouldn't. But I was like, you know what? I'm home, so I will. And I regretted it the next morning. That was basically it.
Let's get in here, man.
I
Keep your head
regretted
up.
it. And I was
Nothing to be
like,
ashamed of.
okay, I learned my lesson. And then I tried Four Locos. All of those can go die and burn.
Mm-hmm.
Those things will fuck you up. I've had fireball shots. Multiple.
Oh, don't get me started on fire.
And they will fuck you up.
Yes, they will. Let's see, it was my 25th birthday. Yeah, it was my 25th birthday. And I was with Gabby's father at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Zeke's not here.
Well, we were all, it was me, him, my nephew, my eldest nephew. Well, not eldest nephew, I'm sorry. He was like my youngest nephew, but he was of age. He was of drinking age. And it was Todd's
When I came to your
family,
mom's house
like
3 years
his
ago,
mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I promised to do everything I could to get us to a national championship.
well, we decided to celebrate by having like a
I
Cajun
didn't get you.
grilled dinner. Todd's dad grilled
on me.
steaks, asparagus, chicken, like all kinds of stuff. He was like, trying to show off. He was showing off.
That sounds delicious.
And it was
let
all like
anybody down.
it's Cajun seasoning, fancied up, all that stuff. So we're eating, we're enjoying it. And then his mom, it's like, oh Todd, go get the shots. And I'm like, what? And she says, we're gonna do birthday shots for you. And I'm like, oh, cool. Never done this before. So me and his mom and him are doing birthday shots. And I got to like maybe 12 or 13 of the fireball shots because we're all doing fireball.
I know, man.
Because they're like, you can't have a Cajun dinner without fireball. It helps with the heat. And I'm like, cool.
Hey, son.
And I tried the first shot of fireball, and it was like liquid big red gum.
That's true.
And I'm like,
Just wanna
hey,
let you
I
know.
like this. It's pretty good.
I'm proud
But
of
like, oh god, the heartburn.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I mean
Because
it.
I was already feeling,
That was a gutsy
the
performance out there
heartburn,
tonight.
the Cajun seasoning on the steaks and stuff.
For what it's worth.
And I'm not keeping in mind,
I'm glad you
bitch,
stayed.
you have no gallbladder. You can't handle all this spice.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I wasn't thinking that. I was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going shot after shot after shot.
Hey, son.
And of course,
Shot.
his mom,
This doesn't have to be your last
his
football game
mom
if you don't want it to
taps
be.
out after like 7, and I'm still going. And then I take a solo cup and I like just pour it a little bit because I misplaced my shot glass.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to drink after anyone else.
Yeah.
He's right, man.
So I'm just
Won't
like,
play, man.
I didn't realize I poured more than a shot, and it was like maybe 2 or 3 shots worth in there, and I guzzled it down. So I'm on 13.
You gotta stay grounded in what's in
And I started feeling a little dizzy, and I'm like a little lit. And I'm just like, hey, this is fun. Well, then
good, Emily.
his parents leave, and it's just me and him and Hunter, and we're all trying to fish. We're having fun. We're gonna watch movies.
Magenta? Fuchsia? What color?
So then my sinuses started acting up.
Okay. Well, hey, I bet he'd probably be good at it.
And I'm
off the
like,
board, huh?
I need to take a Benadryl and get some sleep.
But
I'm gonna
Emily
feel
has the
like
best
shit
games.
tomorrow.
Okay. If you had a unicorn,
Friendly
would you want
advice,
its mane to
do
be
not
purple?
take Benadryl while you're drunk, especially after having that many shots, because your ass will get up a few hours later and
Well,
throw
these
up
are both
every
tough,
damn
but good
thing.
options.
That Benadryl
No question. Definitely.
had me so bloated, like it felt like gas bubbles had expanded inside me or something, because
look.
it was like
You see,
about
look, you
10
don't
o'clock at
pick
night
from the
when I
options
took that
given.
Benadryl.
Right? The game is in the name.
Then
Off the
about
board.
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I stumble to the toilet.
If I had a unicorn, I'd have a
I was
maiden mattress.
literally laying, like half of me was laying on the floor, the other half was hanging off the edge of the toilet throwing up.
Oh God.
And I'm just like crying
Told you
and
she's a
like,
pro.
what have I done? What did I do wrong?
Todd, who's dad? Hi.
And I take my phone out and I'm trying to unlock my phone,
She's a little
and I
too shy to ask
accidentally
you.
activated
We know that you're gonna
the SOS
heading to the NFL draft soon, and
where it sent an
Emily
SOS
wanted to
text
find out
message
if
to my
you would
dad,
dedicate
to
a
Todd,
game
to
to her
Hunter,
sometime in your rookie season.
and to like my
Of course,
sisters.
absolutely, anything. Oh, anything.
My dad calls
Actually,
me 2
she wanted
minutes
you to
later,
throw
and I'm trying not to sound drunk.
I said 4.
And he's
say
just
4.
like, are you okay?
Is that
I
okay?
just got a weird text from you. And I said, yeah, I'm
Well,
fine. I didn't mean to
4
send that
touchdowns.
to you.
Is a lot.
I got sick to my
but
stomach from dinner
can you
and
turn
throwing
down this
up, and I was
face?
trying to get a hold of Hunter or Todd to
But I'll
come
see
and
what
help
I
me,
can do.
but like I
Don't
accidentally
worry.
pressed the wrong
He'll do
button. And I'm
Thank
on the
you.
phone with
Thank you
him,
very
and
much.
Todd and Hunter come in, and they're laughing up,
Good to
talking
see you
about the
again.
fish they caught.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
Now I'm still on the phone with Dad, and I'm like, y'all, shut up. Well, I get off the phone with Dad, and he's like, okay, well, just be careful, love you, bye, all that stuff. Well, as soon as I get off the phone with him, Todd goes, you sounded drunk.
The college football season's
And
wrapped up
I'm
and
like,
the draft
no,
is
I
2 months
didn't.
away.
You're the one that
Today
sounds
we kick off
drunk.
the NFL scouting combine. Over
I
the
just
next
threw
7
up
days,
everything.
more than 300 college prospects
I think I
will run,
reversed it.
jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and
And
scouts.
he's just like,
Schrager,
no,
who's
you
your player to
sound
watch?
drunk. And I was like,
Can I get
no.
weird for a minute?
I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm gonna get
Well,
weird for a minute. You know that kid out of Oregon?
Came home the
He
next
played in
morning,
one
and my
game. He
head's
just
killing me. I experienced my
carries
first
himself in a certain
hangover,
way. I see
boy.
Brady, I see Russell Wilson, I see
and
that
I
confidence.
was like,
I would not bet against. Talk about.
I have a migraine
You should bet
so
against him.
bad.
He succeeds.
My
He's played in
mom
one game and
actually
he
asked,
lost it.
did y'all
Okay,
drink or
fine. He
something?
lost
I
it.
don't know.
You haven't held a nail before, but in that game,
just-
he showed off
I
a serious
couldn't
arm
sleep that
talent.
well
If he
from
performs
the
well at the
nausea
combine, I
because we had
guarantee you
Cajun
there's a
seasoned
GM out there
food, and it
cash in a
didn't
late
agree with
7th
me.
round pick for him.
Guess we'll see soon.
And she's just like, oh, okay. And Dad's like, yeah, you did sound pretty awful last night. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to scare y'all. He's
and
like,
I've
it's
been
okay.
hearing
I mean,
you for the last
just gotta
15
watch what
minutes.
you eat.
I'm on top
It's
of
like,
it.
yeah,
How
I
many
know.
times do you need to...
So I go back to the
I'm
back
on top of
den
it.
and
I'm
tell
eating.
Todd and Hunter, I
I've
said,
got a few
see,
other guys
I
to
didn't
meet this
sound
week,
drunk.
and then
They just knew I
know
sounded
that there's
like
a
I just
time
thrown up.
restraint. I understand that.
And
Thanks for taking the time to meet
they're
me.
like, we never said you sounded drunk. And I said, I'm sorry.
I know what
Did you
he wants.
forget
I
that y'all
understand what
came
he wants.
in
He's
at
told me what he wants. You don't have
like
to tell me what
3
he wants as
a.m.
well,
saying
okay?
I sounded
Can you hold
drunk?
on for a second? Thank you.
They're like,
Be quiet.
we don't remember
I
that.
take any of the other
Like,
top
exactly.
quarterbacks available,
'Cause y'all
and
were
I get
drunk
praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you,
But I tell you what, I
a
never,
player that barely even
never
picked up a
would
ball in
experience that
college,
again.
and then I'm nuts.
I am going
and the
to tell
seat that I've
y'all
got to
about
sit
the
on gets
time
red hot. So why don't you tell
that
me
I
why you should
had
even be
gotten
on my radar?
high
Oh, God.
on accidents.
Growing
Oh,
up,
no.
I never lost a game I started.
All right.
Pee-wee through high school.
So
I have the talent. The more
here's the story, because I gotta pause the game for this. Here's the story, okay?
I'm a girl. I cried a river and drowned the whole world.
This is why we were friends.
I had to. You did this to yourself. You opened that door.
I did. I really did. Okay, so
carry on.
It was a friend.
My wayward son.
I can showcase that in there. You pick me, gonna make a lot of this. Sorry.
Okay, so
I had to. I'm
gonna have to call
sorry.
you back.
No, I love
Yes, I'll
it.
have to call you back. I love you too, Dad.
Sorry for 2004. That's a song actually. But anyway, here's the thing, okay? So we were partying with a friend who was hanging out with us. It was
you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford.
So we're
He and I served on the
friend's
same
birthday and
staff
we're
in
hanging
St.
out and partying
Louis.
with him.
What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
So
Navigating a locker room can be tricky.
The thing is,
I do my best. I try to find a balance
I wasn't
between
trying
being
to get high.
the locker room guy
I was not. I
and
swear.
then the guy that
I
the
was
coaches
only
can rely
trying
on to
to
get the team
possibly
order.
maybe get drunk that day.
But it's hard.
Not high. No. Friend was smoking, and I just happened to, when it
Jack
went
had
past my
some
face,
concerns about
I just
your
happened to
leadership.
breathe and puff it back out.
But I'm not seeing that.
God.
I didn't think about it. I was like, okay, cool.
Little inside
Great,
scoop.
it's wonderful, it's great. Whatever.
The owner wants
Drinking,
someone with
having
the
fun,
measurables.
eating burgers, whatever. And then
So you
we
go out there.
decide to watch the movie
You
Avatar.
impress.
Oh no.
Could be on our radar.
I'm sitting
I can do that.
on the couch, and I'm
Put me
like,
down.
wait a minute.
Thank you.
I've seen this movie like 3 times. I'm arguing with myself in my head. I'm like, I've seen this movie like 3 times, right? Yeah. I've seen this movie, right? It's like, yeah, it's not been that blue, right? My other stuff's like, nah, it ain't been blue. But then I was like, but wait, it's
Hand
it's
over your
totally
phone.
blue.
I want to check your internet
It's
history.
blue. Like, no, it's not. It's blue.
You want me
And
to give you my
then
phone?
my argument from my head.
Is it that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
My phone from my head. Damn it. My argument in my head started coming out of
You
my
just
mouth.
give anyone your phone?
And I was like,
If someone asked for your playbook, would you give them that too?
I was like,
dude.
No. What?
Wait a minute.
You have something to hide?
Why is it?
No, I love.
Look, son.
Why is this
This
blue?
interview's about transparency.
Has it always been this blue?
I think I'm being
Is
quite
life
transparent.
this? Why are they that blue? Have they always been that tall?
Not transparent
Holy
enough.
shit! What is with the hair? Okay, this is literally coming out of my mouth, but it's the
You're on a mountain
conversation
in
in my
Alaska on a
head.
bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Are we talking about the Last Airbender movie or the series?
No, we're talking about
Bus in
Avatar.
Alaska.
Oh, okay. Now, wait.
I go front of the bus.
I'm sorry.
Not middle.
I'm
Nope.
so sorry. I forgot.
Have you looked
that
at the
there
engine
was
before you even
about
got
that
into
one
the
being
bus?
Called Avatar 2. I had a stupid
Did you
moment.
check the tire
Carry
pressure?
on.
I
Giant
hired
people
a
Avatar.
professional mechanic
I realized
to inspect every part of the
that
bus, as he is more qualified than me.
I should never
and
watch
I
that
am
movie
aware of my
high
strengths and
because
Are you
weaknesses.
being cute with me, son?
everything
No.
was bluer than it should be.
You're not.
Like the wall
Give me a serious answer. Would
was
you be in the front of the
further
bus, the
back
middle
than
of
it
the bus,
actually
or the
was. I
back
was
of
like,
the
why
bus,
is that
or the
wall over
passenger
there?
side
There's
of
a
the bus?
giant hole.
I already
right
answered
there.
the front of the
Why
bus.
is that a thing?
Why?
Because if
And
I can
so
see
I'm just like,
where we're going, I can make sure.
What? And then the room started
Wait, okay,
spinning,
is
and then
that
I
the
had
wrong
another
answer?
Four Locos, and that was a bad idea because I carried a plate to my room.
Oh my god!
No, but listen, it gets better. So I had a plate on a table in my room, and I set it down because I was like, all right, I'm not going to break this. I'm not. I set it down on the floor. I walked out of my room and then walked back into my room after carrying my TV
Funny how many
back
eyes
to
are
my
on us right
room.
now, huh?
Right? Okay. So
Breaking us down.
Right.
when I
Us
did
apart.
that, I stepped,
Every mistake amplified.
and I swear to God, the plate moved under my foot,
But we got it though.
What the fuck?
and it broke.
At least I know I do.
And I was like, damn. I set it on the floor not to break, and it broke.
I'm looking for your agent.
Like,
I don't have an
how?
agent. Didn't.
I just woke
have
up the
an
next
agent.
morning like
Les Moore, congratulations.
frantically looking through my
For
text
what?
messages to
For
see if I
getting
drunk
an
text
agent.
anybody.
Me. Boom.
And the
I
only
don't
thing
think-
I remember doing was
Have I met you
Snapchatting my
before?
friend going,
You're
bitch,
about to
I
know
am
me."
high as shit right now.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're out the
To
stroke,
which
kid.
I wake
Go
up
get
to a
'em.
message going,
Or should I
what
say,
the
go
fuck?
get 'em,
What were
plant?
you on last night? I'm like, nothing.
You,
No, I'm good, man.
Life.
got a lot of people already. Full roster.
I was like,
Too full.
nothing. And so yeah, that was the first time. That was the first time that Riz has gotten high. I've been drunk several times, but Riz being high is not a great experience for me because I noticed colors that I really shouldn't.
90 Wolf.
Damn.
So like, if anybody were to be like, yeah, you should totally try like these things, maybe, maybe not. I don't think I should.
Hit it.
I don't think I should.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
That wouldn't be the best.
Ready.
Okay. So like, I'm trying to process this because like, holy fuck, man. I don't think I could picture a high Riz. I just can't.
A high Riz is he's interesting, okay? High Riz is interesting.
Shoot.
High Riz is
Go set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Because a high Riz, he's chill, but like he literally just notices shit that is normal, but at the time of him, it's like
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
it's like, huh, I've never noticed this thing before. That's literally what a high Riz is. It's like, huh, I've never noticed this before. But then again, you're like, but that's always been there.
Fuck?
It would literally be like, okay, so it literally be like, if I walked in your house and you always had a poster up of Ruby or something up, right? And then I got high, I would look at that poster and know that it's there, but I'd be like, wait a minute, has her hair always been that brownish? Like, really? Like, it's weird because colors seem like not different to me, just what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's like,
Let's go now.
the best way to put it, I don't know if you've ever seen Final Fantasy Mission of Bridge. Final Fantasy 7 Mission of Bridge. Final Fantasy Mission of Bridge, the
Never seen any Final Fantasy.
Oh dear God, you are missing. You are missing out on life. So what ends up happening is
I have so much.
What ends up happening is Rex 13 ends up getting like really high. And so when he's like high, he's a dog. So he's like, he gets high enough to the point where he's like, I can smell the cosmos. And so at this that point, that is the best way I can like describe me as being high. It's like, I see things that are there or have always been there, but at the same time, it's new to me. It's weird. But
it's like, I smell dead people.
Exactly. But like, y'all be aware, I was both high and drunk.
Ready. 90
Okay.
That's dangerous.
I was both high and drunk that night. I only planned on getting drunk.
Down. 18 Gator.
Okay? I only planned on that. I didn't plan on getting high at the same time. Did not plan on that.
Got it.
No. But it happens, and here we are. Like, I had my, so the crazy thing is, okay, luckily my mom will never see this, so I will share this video. So, my mom's doctor had recommended that she try medical marijuana, and I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, listen, okay, but the way the planet is, if everybody wants to roll up and get some weed, I'm not gonna say no, alright? I'm just gonna be like, y'all be safe out there, okay?
Just leave me out of it. That's all I'm gonna say, is like, just leave me out of it.
Honestly, Puns, I'm surprised you don't, like, have a vape pen. I'm surprised.
I mean,
shit. I'm
I
honestly...
used to vape, but I didn't vape, like, CBD stuff or anything like that. I used to vape, like, regular vape juice. And mine was mostly, like, girly flavored, like, cotton candy and stuff. Or watermelon or something. And, like, others will be like, ew, you like that fruity stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I prefer sweets and treats.
Honestly, though, I want to try it.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giants?
Because I'm like, seriously?
Well, I'm flattered by their interest. But honestly, I just want a shot. If they give me a chance, I'll be ready to work.
I've thought about it.
Totally understand.
I've honestly thought about it.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
At this point, I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Pride myself in my ability to get the job done.
It's vaping. It's
I'm able to focus and perform under pressure. I think you guys saw that in college playoff. You definitely did.
Why not?
What do you say to the critics that think you aren't ready to play in the NFL?
I've thought about it. I've honestly thought about it.
Have any of these critics ever played football?
But like,
honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
I don't know.
No plan B for me. It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
I have no idea.
Very interesting.
Oh, also, kids do not do drugs. This is why. Also, too, kids. This is why you shouldn't fucking be here, because the shit that we talk about is not kids.
Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
I'm just...
Hello?
Sorry, sir. We regret to...
Yeah. What? Was it?
You're not getting an invite to the draft. Which is a good thing. I mean, just ask Brady, right? Hey, how's this? I know a tailor, and he can make it feel like you're there.
I feel like I'm a bad influence on kids because, you know, the whole Jewel thing.
I don't
but
really
at
have
the same
a vibe.
time, it's like, I'm a grown adult.
Should get like a suit.
I'm a grown sword art loving
Huh?
fairy tale poster having
You
Black
like a man in a nice
Black
suit?
Panther poster,
Him? Yeah.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
loving adult, damn it.
Stamp of
I don't
approval.
know, I might need an adult.
First class stamp of approval for somebody who's
Oh,
not
boy.
getting invited.
Yeah. Can you adult for the both of us? Because, damn.
I wish. I can't even adult myself. What are you talking about? Anyway, hey, I gotta get off here for in a minute because, like, I gotta go get Gabby.
Yeah.
The second night and second round will begin with
Go, Gabby.
Alright, I'll call you back.
Alright.
You are definitely going in the third round. Third round is your round. This is the round you want to be drafted in.
Also,
huh?
fucked up for most of this game. How's everybody doing?
No one good ever came out of the third round.
Russell Wilson came out of the third round.
Damn.
Never heard of him.
Well, he won a Super Bowl, Les.
And so will you, as a fourth rounder.
Nope.
It's over.
It's over.
That's my life.
It's only the 6th round.
Every agent's dream. Representing a 7th rounder. Guess as long as I just get my 30%.
Yes, yes, yes. Did you say 30%?
Couldn't have done better at the combine.
Damn.
You know, I didn't ask you to be my agent.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been. I had people lining up wanting me to represent them.
No, you didn't, actually. I don't even know if you're credited, man.
Put her on speaker.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, this is Pat Shermer, head coach of the New York Giants. We've had our eye on you for a while, and we're making you the newest member of the Giants. Be ready to compete.
We will be!
Who was that?
Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, sir. I'll be there. I'll be ready to go. Thank you.
Oh, look at that, New York.
Oh, yes!
Let's get some grilled cheese.
Let's start at the top with the Giants. Draft winners or draft losers?
I'll go first on this one. I gave it some thought.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to say winners.
Yeah, I'm not in love with some of their early picks.
I know, but I'm talking about a couple of their late rounders and one of them who is fascinating.
Trace, you talking about that quarterback,
I'm just saying, bingo.
Bingo! He's intriguing, for sure. I think a little coaching, a little patience. I think he could be a strong backup.
Ooh.
If he's in the right situation, the right system, he could compete for a starting gig.
Adams, he never saw the field in college. We're going to go on the field and start for an NFL team?
I know, it's just a hunch, I guess.
Like that. All right. That's good. Go on the hunch.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't met him yet.
It's Pat Shermer. Supposed to be some X's and O's guy. I don't know. The last few years around here's been a mess. Odell Beckham was the only thing we've done right, and then we go and trade him to the Browns. Can you believe it? At least you have Saquon Barkley lining up behind you, and he is a beast. I get why they drafted more than one quarterback, but I watched you in the college playoff, and you got that New York chip on your shoulder.
Thanks. I'll pass it along. Not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. But I think if he fights a Raptor, the Raptor's gonna win. That's just me. It's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at, whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you can just drop me off right up here, man.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus.
Okay. Madden? How is it Madden 20 and the... Wow.
Home loan or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Then go call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid.
achievement, exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. But first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
On the ready. Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. Ready? Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Shoot!
Set
up, 18 Gator. Put up. Ready? 10 2 stop.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate.
Leaf River.
I do my jump in the dance. No man, man. Oh, deal with the.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Let's retry that.
Go now. 70 Indy.
Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game, like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, every six unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield is me and my warriors. Guarantee you be emerging victorious. Years blessed, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
30 base.
They will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, no man, man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
Now.
I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key.
Go.
Confidence be like a turkey. Or run straight to the D like a train. Shit, we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the
Here we go.
ready to let him stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off cool, magic. Now watch me do through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
What?
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. We're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.
I've been on a real sports kick lately, y'all. Hope y'all don't mind.
Big Snoop Dogg.
Honestly.
It's in the game.
Hope y'all don't mind.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New York Giants. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their rivals and co-tenants here in the building, the New York Jets. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Ready, ready! 15, line, 15 line.
King now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Come on.
That is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
Tight end Evan Ingram is a first-round draft choice. In his first couple years in the league, he had to battle through some injuries. But when healthy, he flashed amazing big playability and speed to burn. In fact, look for him to be utilized more as a wide receiver than as a tight end.
That one good for 26 and a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
All right.
On the double. 57, Mike 57.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
King on first and 10. Buying time to his left.
Ah.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Damn.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A screen to Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Always a plethora of storylines when the Jets and Giants get together, and certainly one big storyline is what they've been able to do in the backfield. Saquon Barkley, he's the Giants' future in the backfield, and now Le'Veon Bell coming over from Pittsburgh. He has really solidified what the Jets want to do carrying the football, and both of these guys threats catching it as well. They really appear to both be set for years to come. These are going to be some fun battles to watch. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. King.
What?
Is incomplete.
What?
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh my
7th
God,
round
that was
pick.
the most
He made
perfect.
it through training camp. Now he's getting some reps.
Oh my God.
And that's all you want. An
Let's try this
opportunity.
one more
7th
game.
round pick. I haven't
One
been a
more
7th
game,
round pick
because that
yet
was
that
good.
didn't play
One more
really
time.
hard because they're ticked off they didn't go in the first 6 rounds. All you want is
more
that
time.
chance, and once they get it,
Thank you.
many times they turn out to be great players.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now King operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh my God! What the hell?
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
Yes.
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Got it.
And Ingram hauls it in.
Got it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's King to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Simeon. Powell on the catch. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
1 second, everybody. Hello.
That was
the shit
going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think the defense is going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Gabby said. That's just me. You know, as soon as I pull up to his house, it tells me I'm not home. I'm in leave.
First carry for
I'm
the
like,
Clemson
what the
man,
fuck?
Wayne Gallman.
Why are you in leave? He said, well, I told you a bit ago, and I messaged you, and I'm like, I never got a text saying you were in leave.
They tried a
He
quick
sent
hitter
me a
inside,
screenshot
but
of
that one
him
was
saying it was
swallowed up
sent.
because what
I
they're
sent
hoping
him a screenshot
this
of
big
my end
defensive
saying it
lineman will
wasn't
take
there,
the
that I
bait
never
and
got
move
that far.
laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on
I'm
that play.
sitting there at his house.
And getting this
And
chest
his
shot
dad
in
there.
midfield, they'll spot
And I
it at
said,
the
you know, I don't get it.
49.
How come he didn't have to tell me he can't meet me to drop off Gabby? But he could go all the way to Leeds to play Pokemon Go?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But
Telling me he's so broke that he can't afford the gas. He's got the gas to go all the way to Leeds.
This offense
And then telling me, oh, I'll see you Friday. I'll get her Friday. I'm like, no. No, you're not.
On play action, it's Manning.
He had her almost a whole week.
23 yards
and
the
a
final
half.
tally.
He had her, let's see.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left,
From
still on the
June
run,
the 8th,
able to
all the way
accurately throw
to
the
June,
football for a nice first
June
down.
the 16th.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the draw, this is Gallman.
Another of our friends. And their daughter
inside the
to go
20
out
at
and
the
play and have like a play date.
Another strong gain on the last two
game.
plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And I didn't get her back to
Quite
like
a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Well,
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
She left. He went with her. She went with him Saturday for Father's Day weekend.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A delayed give to Gallman, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Sure.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down.
I said, no,
But
I'm coming to
sometimes
get
you just
her
don't want to break
today.
tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly
My
what they
only
did.
off days are
Throwing
tomorrow
on first
and Friday.
down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time.
So
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm coming to get her.
Right.
Since you can't meet me, you can't afford the gas. I got the gas to come up there and meet you to get her. So he's like, okay, let me know when
This
you
is
get here.
intercepted, but
I
they'll
went to
say
let him know,
out of
and that's when he
bounds.
tried to
So
tell me,
very
oh,
close to
I
a
told you
turnover
we
there
were gonna
in the
be
end
at
zone.
I'm like, no,
This
but really
offense was
didn't. I
on the
got
move. Now
texted
2 straight incompletions have them
He
looking at
thinks
3rd and 10.
that he's fabricating it and all that. I'm
Manning
like, I'm
turns
not
and
saying
gives
he's
this to
fabricating
Gallman.
anything.
And they're going to
I'm saying
lose
I
some
didn't
on
get that
this
part of the
play.
message.
Being knocked back to the 18. The Jets
That
are going
you
to use
should've
the
just
first
made
of their
sure, said it
timeouts
twice or something.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over
Now
what to do
he's
next.
like,
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning in the offense
And
staying
he's
put.
like, he brought her out to me.
Manning to throw
I
4
said,
on
finally
4.
got that.
Flushed
Of
out
course,
right.
with the
He may
ring
try
out,
and run for
they've got a
this.
ring system on their front
The
door.
Giants
He
go
saw
on
I was
4th,
in
but
his
come up
spot.
empty. And the Jets are going to
He's
get the
telling me,
football
move
back.
out of my spot.
A chance to
now.
get some
And I'm
momentum here in
like,
the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
he got
sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't
went
get it this time.
inside with an attitude, slammed the
We'll
door.
be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up.
Change her.
I want them to
His
feel
excuse
like
was,
they
I gotta
let
take her
everyone
inside
down.
and change her.
Got to be positive in this
And
situation. It's
then,
too early to think that you don't have a chance to
Brought
win
her
this
out to
game.
me, just handed her to me, threw her socks into the car.
Quarterbacks love
and
slant
said,
routes because
"I'll
the
see
receivers
her.
are breaking
I'll
right
come
into their
and get
line
her
of vision,
Friday."
and receivers
I'm
love
like,
them as well because they're getting the
we'll
ball
see.
on the move and able to
And as
catch
he
it and try and
walks
get
in,
upfield
he
and
just
gain
screamed,
additional yardage.
Open is Powell. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so it sets up 2nd and 6. Completes it to Powell. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm at the point where I'm just like, you need to like lose the attitude.
60 outlaw.
Because he told me he gave me his last $24 today. All the money he's got to make because he doesn't get any unemployment anymore. He's got to go find a job.
No chance as he was met and dropped.
I'm like, okay.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final
but
play
then
of
all
the
of a
first
sudden
half.
he's going to come up and tell me, I can't meet you. I don't have gas. I won't be able to make it to my job interview tomorrow. This and that. And just let me keep Gabby. I'm like, yeah, you can afford the gas to go all over Leeds and play Pokemon Go? I'm sorry. What?
No. No, son. No.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on
So now I'm going to be
we
late.
have reached
I'm
halftime in our
trying to
first
early for
preseason
work. Matthew's gonna
matchup
meet
of the
me in
year.
Calera
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
Because they
Coach,
called me
In our
in.
game,
They want me there early.
it is the preseason. Remember that. No scores
now
thus
I'm over
far.
here like,
as we get you back out to a
dude,
couple of troopers. Brandon
you
Gunn
done fucked
and Charles
up.
Davis.
Like, I ain't got
All
that.
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Listen. Okay.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken in the end.
Don't be this narcissistic.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of
Please,
bounds.
for the love of God, do not be a
And
champ.
partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Like, I cannot
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Simeon now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Simeon. This one to Deontay Thompson, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right.
No, it is called co-parenting.
Yeah, no. I'm
Sometimes the
talking
most
about
effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard and you probably run them when you're 5 years old.
Yeah, that.
Curl there against zone, but the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone.
That's all he does.
Or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area, let your quarterback hit you.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Having an attitude.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Actually, like, even
so 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
And he just sitting there and doing whatever.
Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that'll lead here to a third
Yeah,
down.
I've got to like fix the audio for the
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
What 280 is?
Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Think of New
This is
Orleans.
still a tight game, too. You gotta keep that in mind because
Not
that
wrong.
miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect
Not
you
wrong.
next time you go out there, then you really hurt your ball club. Get
Not
yourself
wrong.
together, you might get another opportunity, and they're gonna count on you to put it through the
Not
post.
wrong.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning.
Like, if you think New York's interstate is bad,
Oh.
you should have been in here on
Getting this inside the 30. 27
Oh,
yards
Lord,
there,
that
a
was
first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Like watching the interstate while
This is a
Matthew was
defense that
driving.
can
I'm like
confuse
sitting
even
there
the
watching
best of
TikToks
quarterbacks with their
and
zone
stuff, watching
schemes.
Brian
And
on
here
that
you've got a
day,
linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Tomlinson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked
I'm
up.
sitting there trying to put my makeup on. I'm sitting there
On
trying
2nd
to
down now.
put hairspray in my
Powell.
wig. I had to roll the windows down
Only a
with
yard in the
hairspray
pickup there, so it
because,
leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
like, well, I kid you not. We went to a meetup
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon.
got up to Farmer Donkey.
He's got it complete to Thompson.
She was impressed
And
with
down
how
he
well
goes,
I
but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Matthew legitimately
And
chimed
all
in
came
and
together
said,
there in
she
breaking
sprayed
route.
so much
Drove it with
hairspray on
excellent
that thing
pace.
while we were going
Money
down
throw
the
right
interstate.
there
The
to
windows
move the
had to be
sticks.
rolled down.
Oh, God.
And I'm just sitting here like, oh yes, let's tell everybody I'm an ozone layer killer.
Quick throw here to Bellamy. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a
That's
simple
hilarious.
catch, but even with that
And I'm just
completion,
like,
0 yards
look,
gained,
let me have
so they're
my
behind
moment,
schedule
please.
on down and
Don't
distance.
ruin
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simeon. And he'll go down, and that will do it
I'm
for
going
the
to
3rd quarter of
this year
action.
because I missed Tommy last
Welcome back
year.
now here in East Rutherford. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
I wanted to do Huntsville.
He's got
and I wanted to
Thompson
go to
here,
Huntsville,
complete.
then Team Ruby.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard
and a few
line.
other
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I mean, we got Bulk and Skull, the guys who played Bulk and Skull in Power Rangers.
Oh, dear
They're
God.
gonna be there, but I'm just like, I don't want to be there for just 2 people. I mean,
53
Derek
yards on
Bale.
the run there. That
Derek
still
Bale's
leaves him
coming
with a
back.
difficult
I
3rd
mean,
and
we
8
got to go
coming
throw
up.
axes with them
Well, they
last
certainly
year.
had success throwing the ball on this drive,
But
but not as much
I'm just
running
like,
it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just too.
My main goal was
This is
to be up
caught
there
inside the 15.
hate the team being
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Next month.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They cancel. I'm like,
They run with Powell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I'm
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm friends with Chris.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to put up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wesco, the tight end, making the catch.
I'm like, part of me wants to be like,
so a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
I don't want to be that person to do that, though, because
Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after it.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get ball.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
I'm just like,
man, I'm getting tired of all these disappointments on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points,
I wanted to do that.
look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
The floodgates are about to open, and we will be hit with a monsoon. So I can't do that.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit disappointed.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You just have to throw the football. You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No, it was
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It was actually a bit ago.
Working from the gun. And that is incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring.
The dude understood the
making plays on the ball,
and
we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Don't you have an umbrella? I said had one.
Here we go.
Do you have an umbrella?
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Giants do snap it. It's Madden. That's to his running back, complete.
You need anything?
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go draw here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. On 2nd and 11 now. Simeon. This will be caught by Brown.
It ain't a smart thing to do.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And I think a bird.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
What day was it when the power went out?
I don't even know why they asked us.
But the power went out.
You put the ball in the end zone on
yeah.
Jeez. Points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. Carson Wentz with one touchdown pass thus far. Fielded about a yard deep.
Yeah, it was
and nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Manning and the Giants down 10-0. A minute 6 to play. They've yet to get the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here.
Oh no,
it's the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He just puts his card in, just enters pin, and then
down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
There, like, that did not just happen.
Yeah.
This
to throw is Manning.
What in the world? Well then, like 2 minutes later, Howard
it's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Here we go. Because, like, I know you and a few
definitely
other
critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Like, dang. And, of course, we're standing there, we're talking, waiting for the...
Manning to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up
we're
incomplete.
hearing...
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
The source of what caused the power outage. Well, right across the street is like
forced out to his left.
Jim and Nick at the top of that hill.
He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Close to us, so I'm like, maybe someone hit a power pole
One
up
final
there.
try now.
I don't know. That might be what caused the power outage. The guy, the customer goes,
and he'll go down,
I think
but not
they
before getting this inside the 30. So
and
it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, the offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.
My poster, which was the waifu, and I was saddened for a second.
You were what?
I was saddened.
Oh.
Yeah, because like everyone who knows me knows that I love Sinon from Sword Art Online, even though.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the classic Disney movie Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
No.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
I'm like, okay, we're talking about childhood now.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna end right here. We're gonna go raid because it's storming outside my house, and I don't want to fry all of the shit that I have because I am broke as fuck and I cannot replace any of this shit. So we are going to go raid. Someone who I don't know. I was about to say Planks.
Let's see. I may have someone for you to raid.
I was about to say you, but you're not streaming.
I mean, not me. You can't raid me.
No.
I'm sorry.
Rip.
Big rip. But let's see here. Who can we? Oh, there's a 4th lane. When did we get a 4th lane? You can do, yeah, Raid Grand Pooh Bear. Yeah. GRANDPOOBEAR.
What?
It's Grand Pooh, P-O-O, Bear, B-E-A-R. All one word.
Next.
He does Super Mario Maker level.
Oh, fear. Oh, the fear.
Dude, he's awesome.
I haven't played Super Mario Maker.
I don't think he plays the levels on Super Mario Maker 2. I think I don't know if he's made any,